All right, so we're recording now. I was saying that I gained what, like, 57. I was at 5,700 on Monday. Today's Wednesday. I'm at 6,100. And yeah, I was like, maybe I should just go ahead and do like a social media. I feel like we had talked about this in the past, anyways. Do um, a social media kind of call. So since it is working so well, and the only thing that I've done differently is reels this month. So I was like on I think I started my first reel was, let's scroll back down to my first, I would say my first like reel from a popular page. Like I do have reels on here, but they were reels from like my either my voice or sound clips of music, which don't really work well. But my first reel, like from a popular page, was this reel about coffee, which would be perfect for you because you drink coffee every morning, Tamara. So um so yeah, I did this one, and let's see, that was on September 23rd. Okay. So I started Reels on September 23rd as far as like this study goes, is what I'm comparing this to. And so if you look at my Reels that I do songs, like that I put songs on, compared to the Reels that I actually do that are kind of like those funny Reels or like the popular sound clips, um, the let's scroll down. So this one, this leg day one at the first reel, it has 2,500, right? 22, 27. So those are my followers usually. Those are just my followers. Like I post that in my stories, and the people who are seeing me, those were from my followers. I started off at around 3,800 at the end of September as far as followers go. So I was at 3,800. So I am pretty sure that those reels down there are just my followers. Okay. This reel where you see my husband and the babies, that had 5,000. I am assuming because my husband shared that reel on his page. Okay. So his followers saw that, my followers saw that.
Gotcha.
And then we get up to the coffee one where it has 4,000, right? Now, then I started a new strategy with this postpartum one, the 37,000. I started using more popular reels that I see in the page, and when I use these reels, I also did, let's open it up. I did I'm not sure why it doesn't show the whole thing, but I did, what do you call it? Hashtags to go along with the reel. So hashtags that relate to what I'm talking about, whatever the reel is about, or hashtags that relate just to my page in general. So I let's look at my 1 million reel, because I have a reel that's 1.3 million, which is mind blowing to me. So this reel is like 5 seconds long, and it has 1.3 million views. So here are my hashtags for this reel. It kind of cuts it off. I'm not sure why. Um, I should have like a wrap, like the head wrap as a hashtag, but I don't. Um, so the hashtags I use, let's click on, I want to click on Kojic Fashion because I'm Kojic, which means I'm Church of God in Christ. So I use Kojic Fashion because it is it's kind of it's me. First of all, Ava, come back. Sorry. It is, something that I identify with, right? So I use that as a hashtag on most of my hashtags now. I actually started doing this with the reels, but starting to look at hashtags that have less than 50K post. So if you see at the top, it says 21.1K. I'm using hashtags that have less than 50K posts, because I feel like anything over that is going to be saturated. You're going to get lost in the, lost in the post. Now, the good thing about IG Reels is that when you put hashtags on IG Reels, obviously you'll show up on the hashtag page and you'll show up first. Now, if no one has ever did a hashtag on a reel for a hashtag you're trying to, aim for, then you are going to show up. Obviously, you see most of my reel, like most of the hashtags under there are me, right? So she's the only one with another hashtag in there. But as far as the reels, I have 4 reels in that particular hashtag. So let's go back. Another hashtag, let's see. 2 Under 2 Club probably has a lot. Oh, I'm there too. I'm not sure if this is because I'm clicking on it, because there's other moms in there, but I'm not sure if, it's because I'm clicking on it, it's showing me. I guess you could try it out for yourself as well. But that is what I've changed in like my hashtag strategy, is making sure that I'm not looking for hashtags that are oversaturated. Okay. Now, as far as I want to go through the whole process of how I look for reels, how I save reels for the future to do, as well as once I have done them, you can see that I have drafts. I don't have any drafts right now. These are old ones, but I don't have any drafts right now. But saving reels for drafts later so that I can basically have content ready to go, so I'm not trying to do content like at this, on that day at 8, maybe I want to post at 8 a.m. I'm not struggling at 7:59 to get a reel done in order to post it. I already have something in my draft. And so in order to get to reels, you go to the search button at the bottom next to the plus sign at the bottom. I see her reels a lot because I follow her on YouTube. She's another mom. So the reels will show at the top. You literally open the reel and you can go through the reels. That's Julie, my coach. So she's going to show up in my reels. Let's see. I'm going to put the audio on. Never struggling good like I should. The audio. When in dark, no, you couldn't hear it.
The song, I heard it.
Yeah. Oh, you heard it. Oh, okay. So I just would go through and look for a reel that I liked. Okay. So say that I like this reel, right? I would click on the audio. If you can see, the original audio is what do you call it? It's rolling by on the bottom.
Yeah.
Click on that. And you can see that she's the original person that started that audio clip. She has 34,000 views on that. Now, this is important. I feel is important because when you're looking for these types of like popular reels, you want to see how many views that person has. Because I'm opening up this original audio, and you can see like 2 people have opened, 2 people have did audio on this specific reel, right? So whenever somebody opens up these 2 people, their reels, they will also see my reel, if that makes sense. Like if I did a reel on there.
Yeah.
Now, if I go back and remember I was talking about music. She didn't, I think this was a music. Yeah, this is a music. So you see how this is, this is a music post. So this is like, she did the reel, but she did the reel under an actual song. So you know how songs on like IG story, you can do the thing for real. And so since this was a popular song that she picked on Reels and not an audio clip of somebody else, like a popular audio clip, anybody who ever used the song in Reels, it's going to show up here. So if you can like scroll for days because that's a popular song, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't typically use the songs, because I found that I don't get as much momentum from songs as I do from the original audio clips that people use.
Okay.
So let's find one that probably has, let's see what this. Okay, so they have 149K on that, and there's not a lot of people using it. So use that. Let's see what the audio is. Probably not. Let's see. Okay, I like that one. Oh, it's a song. I thought it wasn't a song. Let's just pick one.
You seen where I put my glasses? Have you seen where I put my coffee cup?
Okay. So 468,000. Shalene Johnson. She's actually a Beachbody trainer. Interesting. So in order to save this to use for later or use it now, I can click the use audio at the bottom. So I can click use audio and I can go ahead and do a video, like a reel with that audio. Okay. Or if I want to save it for later, like I'm just scrolling reels, I scroll reels at night to save them in my little inbox for later. I can go up to this bookmark. You see it, how it has the send envelope and then next to it has a bookmark.
Yeah.
I bookmark it. So that will put the reels into a collection. In order to get to the collections, go to your main page, okay? And click on the 3 bars at the top.
Okay.
And you will see the bookmark under saved. That's where your saved post will be. So I have different collections. I can save it into my Reels collection. I need to save some in there, but I can save it into my Reels collection. And in order to make a new collection, all you got to do is do the plus sign at the top, and you can literally just call your collection whenever you want it to. Okay. And so it'll save to all posts. Okay. And so these are mostly reels that I have saved, or posts maybe that I want to post on my Insta story, but mostly reels. So I have this one as a reel. So I save these, and these are literally ideas to use, for the future, for content.
Okay.
Like this
Mr.
one.
Vice President, I'm speaking.
You guys saw that one.
I'm speaking.
I thought that was hilarious, but so yeah, I have all these reels that I have saved for future reference. Okay, so I post the reel, or I do the reel, I post it, and I don't post it like any special way. Let me go back to my reels. So say I wanted to, let's see, one that I've never posted before. Have I posted this one?
Thank God I got a chance to wake up, another day that get my cake up.
What's that?
Well, I feel like I've seen that one.
I posted it in my stories. So if you see, like, you can make a reel, because I like the fast forward feature on the reels. So you can make a reel, and instead of posting to reels, you can post it to your stories. So I've posted that on my stories before. So that's why it's saved. But I can write my caption in here, whatever I want. And then I can put my hashtags in there as well. And like I said, see, I was searching hair wrap hashtags, but they're over 50,000. So I haven't found one that would work for me. Let's see, hair wrapping, 1,000 plus. I usually go from like 5,000 to 50 as my range of hashtags. because I feel like too small, no one's really looking for it. Too large, too many people are saturating it. Okay.
So 5K to 50K.
5K to 50K. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what, and actually that is one of the trainings on our coach office in the back office for social media. So that's where I got that from, and it's worked for me. So
Now I noticed that sometimes you'll put your name before your post.
what do you mean?
Because sometimes I see like you'll put like Coach Avi and then you'll write something.
No, that's Instagram stamping it as my post. Yeah. So I could use hair wrap that had 11,000. Or, you know, whatever, pre-workout. That's pre-workout. Pre-workout probably has 1 million.
What did DIY hair wrap have?
Let's see. Yeah, white hair. 100. Yeah. But
Yeah.
also I've learned some keyword research tactics. So say I am looking for like pre-workout, right? Pre-workout has 4.4 million. We don't want to do that. So what if I typed in pre-workout A, start at the beginning of the alphabet? So it has 500. Pre-workout B, booster. Okay, that has 5,000, but I don't know who's searching for pre-workout booster. Maybe pre-workout breakfast. C, pre-workout coffee. D, pre-workout drink. So like I go down the alphabet and look for different keywords. I could do that same thing for a hair wrap A, nothing B, C. So you just go down the alphabet to see, and the most popular are going to show up at the top. So extension. So yeah, hair wrap fashion might have been a good one, but it's not. So when I'm done with my hashtags, I make sure that the cover is not my face looking stupid. And really the cover, you're only going to see like the middle of the reel because the reel is so like vertical, and when you post it to your feed, like your Instagram feed in your your boxes, it's only going to show the middle like box area of your what do you call it, of your post, of your reel. So I make sure that like in the middle, like I would probably do this because it's kind of in the middle. You can see me, I'm reading a book. People might be interested in clicking on that because I don't know, because I'm reading. And then you click done, or you can add from your camera, you can add like a picture, you know, like a picture that you already have. I know a lot of people who do that. And then you would just click share. I'm not going to share it because it doesn't make sense to have pre-workout at 8 o'clock at night. So, but you would just share it and it'll post. You can post it to your feed, or you could just have it post to the explore page. So okay, your reel is posted. Now what? Like in regards to your business, how can this move your business forward, right? So what I've been doing is from the followers I've been getting on my reels, I go to my followers, right? And I haven't did this today yet. So I go to my followers. I'm pretty sure I gained like, I think 200 plus followers today. So I have plenty to go through. But I go to my followers and look at the people that I think, you know, I would vibe with. So this is obviously not that person. This is, what's her, John Legend's wife's name? I forget.
Tegan, what's her name? Chrissy Teigen.
Okay, yeah, that's her. So I've been getting a lot of men following me, so I have to kind of filter out what I'm looking for. But
Mhm.
basically going through, you know, different accounts, and she looks like she's in high school. Like just going through different accounts, and I like her fro. I'm gonna follow back and follow them back, and then send them a message. So usually, I follow probably about. I don't try to overwhelm myself. I go through and I follow probably about 10 people. Um, and I like to follow people who also have stories, because it means that they're engaged on Facebook, or not Facebook, Instagram. Um, because if they're engaged on Instagram, they're more likely to respond to my message. And let's see. I like her sense of humor. Follow back, and then I would send her a message. So in regards to messages, lately my message has been, it has not been like invite centered, but just a quick like thanks for following. So I say, hola sis, thank you for following along on my little journey here on IG. Here I post a little fitness, some motherhood, and a whole lot of Jesus. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Do we have anything in common? I'll tell you the 3 types of responses I get usually. 4. Well, the 3, because if they don't respond, that's not even a response. So I either get like them just liking it, you know, like how you can double tap and love the message.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Number 2, I get like a just like something like a one word, like a one sentence, you know, oh, I love Jesus too, and that's it. Or I get like that person who sends me that like a whole paragraph like I just did, of, you know, telling me about like, oh yeah, I followed you from your reel, or I follow you from YouTube. Like I get more interaction, and they tell me like, oh yeah, I'm a mama 2 under 2 too. I have a toddler, whatever. I just had a baby. So it's important. I say that because add in those things that make you you, other than like the coaching aspects. I do put fitness in there, but other than that fitness, you know, adding in things that make me me, because I also want to find people that I would vibe with. If they don't find any commonality in that, they probably are not my person, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But and if they respond like I do in paragraphs, then they probably are my person, right? So that is what I do first. So I thank them for following me. And then, so we'll go back. So I thank them for following me. And then in regards to invites, I still do the same invites that I have been doing, which is inviting for my stories. So I go to the oldest story that I have, because it usually has the most views, and I scroll all the way to the bottom. Those are the newer people. Let me scroll back up. So the top are the people who watch you the most often. Natasha, I see you. I see Natasia's name right there. She's like number 6. And so the top one is my sister. So, and then it's my husband, and then one of my best friends. So like these are like the top people who watch me, right? Who watch all of my stories. Whenever I put something up, they are there. So that's why I scroll to the bottom. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and I can see the new people who watch me. So I can see the new people who watch me, and I can go into the message, and I see that she follows me. I like this new thing that Instagram does. So she follows me. She has posts. I can go to, you know, her profile, wife, mama, life coach. I'm going to follow her back. And then I can go ahead and send her a message. Because we haven't interacted at all, I can send her the thank you for following message, to kind of start that conversation. And then but if I have people that I've interacted with, like I've interacted with her, I've already invited her. So we have like a whole thread here, because I've already invited her, I've already interacted with her. And so if I've already interacted with them and I go to my stories and they've been watching my stories, that is when I would go ahead and invite them. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that has been my process for the whole like add followers, connect, and invite, that piece that we have in regards to moving your business forward. And that's what I've been doing. And I sent hundreds of invites this past, man. Why are you throwing Tupperware at your sister? No, she don't need that. Sorry. So that's what I've been doing in regards to inviting, my invite process, and like my connecting and adding followers. Does anybody have any questions or anything that I need to go back over?
Yes. So you say you go to for the invites, you go to stories. If you haven't connected with them before, you then send connection message. And if they respond, you talk, then you'll send once you get like a little gist going on there, then you'll throw in a invite.
Yeah. And it doesn't usually happen all in the same day,
right.
So I, might message people, because I can't be on my phone like all the time. I've noticed my husband just looking at me like, I can't be on my phone all the time. So
Right.
I like to set, times where I am like a time in the morning and then a time in the evening. Usually it's around this time, between 8 to 9, where I'm following up on messages that I, have in my inbox. And then the morning get more messages because I followed up in the evening. So twice a day is when I'm checking my inbox. Usually I'm not in there all day, because ain't nobody got time for that. Like right now, I only have one because I've already followed up on a lot of my messages. So, so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So normally, when do you feel, or do you basically just go and feel to send the invite after you've done the connection?
Yeah. So if it's been like a couple of days and they're watching my stories and whatnot, I'll go ahead and just send an invite.
Okay.
Like it's been a couple of days and we've had like conversation. Sometimes I haven't had any conversations. I've been trialing. But for me, like I wouldn't want a cold message. And so, you know what I mean? Like as far as because I'm already in this realm of like network marketing, I know like when I get a message like that, what it's about. And depending on what it is, I let them say, oh yeah, send me some more info. But like, I know like what the end game is. So I would, for me, feel more comfortable if I were getting something out of it, like something like free. Like, so I always, if I'm doing a message like that, I say, and sometimes I will like, let me rephrase this. So if I'm doing like a cold message, it's usually because they answered a poll. So if they answered a poll and I haven't had any interaction with them, I will still like send an invite straight from that poll and say, hey, what are they? Okay, I need to, my sorority sisters are group chatting me right now. And so I will invite them from the poll and I'll say something like, hey sis, just saw your answer on my poll about joining the Pray, Sweat, and Slay community. Just want to see if you want more info. Just want to see if you wanted more info or whatever. And then lately I've been getting their email right away and sending them a sample workout, because if I'm gonna cold message them, I want them to know like this is real, like this is not like just me messaging you and not, giving you any value, so I send them a sample workout right away. That's what my process has been so far today. And there are Tupperware bowls everywhere. um, yeah. Any other questions? I know it's kind of fast.
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
I feel like I need like a good 30-minute session though. Sometime next week, maybe. My schedule changes next week. I'm not doing that social media management anymore for the other page.
Mm-hmm.
So I have more time to focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually posted today, kind of the first time I even mentioned Beachbody, and I got some good responses because I posted my picture
Mm-hmm.
and then I led them to my website, and I had some people read the story there. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yay me. And then I'm in Joya's group, her 30-day group on Facebook
Uh-huh.
to do 30 days of consistent posting. So that's
Okay.
been helping too. So I've been
Yeah.
planning that out. But like,
I love Joya.
I know she's awesome.
Yes.
I definitely need to work on the inviting process, getting comfortable telling people that I do Beachbody. Even though I work out in the gym, I still use Beachbody anyway. So I need to like commingle the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's my area of focus for the business and start taking it a little bit more seriously. I've kind of just been doing it. So yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
look out for me. I'll be looking for some help, just kind of narrowing down the process and figuring out how I can, get real ladies in my business as far as like coaching them.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do a one-on-one call and kind of see where you're at, and then kind of like maybe draft up an invite, because my invites are always changing too. They're always changing, just based on one, like the groups I'm running, like, we got the 100-day challenge, two, changes because of the season we're in, or just things that I'm doing. Like if I'm really working hard to promote you all because we just finished something and everyone has their transformation post, my invite sounds, like, hey, I don't know if you've been watching my stories lately, but my girl's been killing it. I don't know if you saw the transformation post, but is this something that you'd like to do with us? So it changes just based on whatever is going on, but we can definitely kind of help you tailor your message about being able to do these and go to the gym, because I mean, if you don't have weights, then you might want to go to the gym, if you don't have weights at home. So yeah, definitely.
But even that, like in the story that I used today, I think I want to tailor my business to that, whereas you just got to do it. There's no excuses. I want to take the excuses out of it. I feel like Beachbody takes the excuses away. And if you do go to the gym, we can still be in my group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really what I want to promote as far as like me and how I want to run the business. Yeah. Because I see the benefit in it, even with the gym membership, honestly. Because the days when I don't want to come here, I don't have to. I can still get a good workout.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I have seen, I've seen some Beachbody coaches. I didn't even know were Beachbody coaches until like, I think I saw them on like a national wake up call. And I'm like, oh, she's a Beachbody coach, because I saw her on Instagram showing workouts, she would show like sample workouts. I thought she was like a trainer or something. But because she was at a gym, right? I think she doesn't do it anymore because she got pregnant and now she's at home. But I think I can't remember her name, but she would go to the gym and do her workouts there, but she would also film her workouts there. And so she's one of the top coaches. So it's definitely something, that's doable. Ma'am, can you put those back?
Cool. So yeah, I think I finally narrowed that down, which is good. You gotta figure out what you want to do. So I finally figured it out.
Yeah, definitely.
At least through December anyway. Who knows what January will bring, but at least for right now, that's what I want to focus on.
Definitely. Can you hear me? Oops. Okay. already. I just want to cancel that screen out. So yeah, like I said, invites change, but and so does seasons of life. But as far as the IG reels and just social media in general goes, is just being consistent. Like you were saying, like you're in that group with Joyelle, you know, about being consistent in your journey. And I feel like that has, why is that showing as my, I thought I closed it out, whatever. I feel like that has really, I was trying to grow my social media for the longest time. And then, you know, they came out with these reels. Whatever IG had, like whatever social media has in its new, they want you to use it, right? And then all of the social medias are trying to be like each other right now. Like, you know, minus Instagram, Facebook, because it's basically, you know, it's run by the same person or owned by the same person. But Pinterest, they have stories now. Like what? Pinterest has stories. Instagram or YouTube has stories. YouTube.
I hate the YouTube stories.
What's that?
I hate the YouTube stories. I wish they would go away again.
Yeah.
Because they tried it before. I hate it still.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan.
No, yeah, I don't like them either. I post in there like every so often. But and then so YouTube has stories. YouTube now has shorts, like under a minute. So it's kind of like the reels.
Yeah.
So that's that. Not everybody has access. I don't. I was looking for it. My husband gonna walk in like, what is this tornado? So I mean, every social media is trying to do the same thing. But right now, Reels, you know, the IG Reels is where it's at. So if Instagram is pushing it, they obviously want us to use it, and they're obviously going to push our videos out there. That video with 1 million views, it ain't special. Yeah,
Those are the things people like though. That's so funny.
What?
It's like a hack. So people love hacks. Like I love hacks.
Yeah.
So I can see why that got up there, and it's gonna keep growing.